As a child, I would hear stories of cousins who were bank robbers in the 30s, who blew holes in the side of banks, of wives who bullwhipped husbands, sons and daughters stealing a father's casket because it was made of copper to sell. All right, let's see, who else? Mercenaries, gun runners, a serial murderer, who I'm not supposed to talk about. But yeah, a family history of wildness naturally led me to it, and because those stories were so pervasive and so wonderful to hear as a child, because they were told lovingly. It was never, well, there's, your cousin, bad man, went to prison. No, it was, your grandmother sewed his suits and left him in the ditch for him to escape and change into him. Absolutely, research, which is not necessarily procrastination, but it can become it swiftly. And you find that, no, I really do need to look up how exactly, this pistol worked. And then I need to read about all these ancillary duels and things like that, sure. And you while away a day going through old newspapers, which are the most fabulous thing, because the headlines are so bleak and horrible. But yes, absolutely, research, ultimate procrastination tool. That's what I enjoyed the most, was finding the euphemisms and the cuss words and everything that they would say back then. And some of it's fudge, some of it's made up. But really the best source that I found, and they had this series that started in 1786 called The Dictionary of the Vulgar Tongue, and it was published in Britain. I flipped through and wrote words out of that dictionary for hours because they're so hilarious, and it's so ribald, and it's shocking. Someone this 1811 published on the shelves, and it was supposed to be a tool for you to know who the lower class people were, but really it was something for people to just have a blast with. The definitions of these words, they're so poetic. Nothing's going to get me out of a hard day at the desk, like putting on Wanted Man by Nick Cave or something like that, that hard driving, gothic, bluesy mix. And if I have a musical spirit animal, yeah, it's definitely Nick Cave. Nick Cave or Jerry Lee Lewis, who is definitely, that's the other one. That's my musical godfather. If I could write like he could play the piano, that would be my ideal. Biter, the definition in the 1811 Dictionary of the Vulgar Tongue, is a wench who is so eager that her is ready to bite her. We'll see if that makes it on.